Ghostface is a killer that, despite being basic and M1, has incredible depth to his stalk ability. So in today's bootcamp, we take a look at a community member as they play Ghostface, going over what they missed, what they did right, and how they could stalk better. So in today's bootcamp, we are reviewing a killer that we haven't been able to review much before, and that's Ghostface. Overall, our killer player here has a solid grasp on mind games and general killer mechanics, but is missing primarily two pretty big things. One, power usage and the consistency that comes with that and the depth of that, and then some map control and some pressure concerns. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's break down this power usage. When it comes to power usage, our killer did a great job of getting a few stocks very early on, but they popped them oftentimes far too early, giving the survivors ample time to run away or risking wasting some time. Fortunately, our survivors typically ran to deeply unsafe areas. This Dwight ran to an unsafe pallet and played it incorrectly, allowing our Ghostface a fantastic down, so good job there. But with Ghostface, sometimes the best thing you could do is stalk early, get someone's stalk meter up to 99, and get closer before fully popping it, or come back later to pop it like this. If you can sort of prime your stalk for later and do this on multiple survivors multiple times throughout the match, that's even better. But do be aware that the stalk meter progress does disappear after someone takes a basic attack. The other huge note to add here is that just because someone is stalked fully doesn't mean that you should necessarily commit to them. A stalked individual cannot reveal you and are far more likely to play it safe instead of body blocking and things like that. So don't get too caught up on chasing someone just because they're fully stalked. In fact, many survivors will throw pallets a bit early to prevent getting hit. So if you stalk someone and they do make distance, it may be smart to chase them just long enough to get a strong pallet, like Shack Pallet, out of the game early. Now, in this match, we didn't see too much stalking really at all. Our killer ended up hooking, kicking, and usually being in another engagement or being pulled out of stealth pretty quickly. To be as optimized as possible with Ghostface, you'll want to be in stealth as often as you can, approaching from odd angles and building stalk and pressure. Something that I commented mid-match that maybe was a misplay was they chose not to stalk this Yunjin when they rolled up on them. It may have actually been better to stalk Yunjin a little bit, get the stalk to 80-90%, and then back off of them, making some distance and pressuring the unhook. But this is really hard to know because we're not clairvoyant, so this may be something I miscommented on. Now, what can also be more relatable to this match specifically is that if you don't get to stalk someone and you just get to M1 them, definitely chase them. Not every down will be a full stalk down. That's just not how this killer works. But also consider that if the chase has lasted longer than 45 seconds or you've broken a few pallets in this chase, maybe it's time to break line of sight, hit your stealth, and leave that chase to stalk elsewhere and regain the element of surprise and potentially stagger the team in another location on the map. So right here with this Yunjin, there are a few key mistakes. Overall, this chase spans over 1 minute and 30 seconds, which is very lengthy. What I likely would have done here is actually broken 2 pallets in this chase, stealthed up, and dipped behind these cars right as she went on the other side to try to go stalk a bit on other survivors, interrupt their potential gen progress or something of that nature. The killer has already weakened this map by breaking 2 pallets, so the chase isn't a complete loss and it's not a waste of time. So it's good to cut your losses where you can. You could find more success elsewhere. But for what it's worth, this killer did end this chase with an incredible mind game, so good job there. Now, I do want to take a moment to break down a big play of this game for this match, because this was a standout play that the survivors made that really turned the tide of kind of the entire match. And I think that had the killer played this a bit differently, they would have turned the tide in their favor, potentially. So at one point, our killer here has walked away from the corner of their map that has the most gens to defend, which is a mistake and a risk that we frequently have to make when we play DBD, walking away from where most of our gens actually are. But after an unfortunate swing into a dead hard, which was a mistake, and a pallet that they didn't necessarily need to break, they do chase this Dwight, they do down them, and then they do pick them up nearly immediately. But as they pick up and attempt to hook, the survivors do unfortunately sabotage a hook, and that forces our killer to drop. Meanwhile, the survivors continue the nearly completed gen in the killer's face, which is a smart move from everybody, for sure. The way I probably would have played this differently would have been to down the Dwight and then slug him. I can hear that this gen is progressing really rapidly, and I can tell by the sound of the gen that it is almost completed. So I should leave this Dwight down and try to interrupt what they're doing. Now, at this point, I know what you might be thinking. Slugging in DBD is often seen as being mean or being taboo or something of that nature. But in these scenarios, it's often a vital tactic to use, and it should be used more often. And had these survivors been pre-stalked from earlier in the game, like what we talked about earlier, potentially they would have made for easy pressure, giving the killer 2 free downs instead of just the 1 down here, and potentially more hooks, as the Dwight was not hookable. It's also important to note that you rarely, if ever, want to kick a gen when you could be in chase. We see the killer here drop the Dwight, but instead of actually engaging in a chase immediately or trying to get a stalk for later, they engage in immediately kicking the gen. And this is unfortunately what perks like Overcharge and Call of Brine have conditioned killers to do. As you kick this gen though, the Yun Jin gets away, leaving no additional pressure for the Ghostface. Everybody has vacated the area, and there's really nothing else to be said. You would have to walk away from this nearly completed gen and away from your slug to get anything else in the match done. So what do you guys think? Primarily, a little bit more use of the stalking ability, not overcommitting to any chase too hard, and this is the bane of most killers, and being a little bit better about slugging and building pressure in this sort of way. I am going to go ahead and play the entire match out for you so you guys can see it front to back without any edits, and let me know what you think down in the comments below.
Ooh, auto hit.
Nice. Okay. Really solid. And yes, you asked Chad about your build. I think this is a pretty good build we can kind of talk about. Yeah, so this is good. All right, so let's take a look here. Good job. Now, do you know about the lean crouch or the
Yeah.
There you go. Good job. Some people we've had in here haven't quite known about that. Good job. Yeah, you're getting some people ready for later. I don't know if he's a knower. Good job.
All right.
Let's see where they go. They're probably going to play this pretty safe. There might be a pallet here. Are they going to camp it? Good job. It's almost like you've done this before. Nice.
Maybe a couple times.
Yeah. Good work. Wait for the flash.
I do lose survivors on the ground all the time, so.
Yeah. That happens if you're slugging too much or if you just don't know the maps yet, so it's
yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's okay. Good job.
I know Neo was over here somewhere. Let's kick real quick.
Okay. Okay.
Not sure where she went.
Yeah, I wouldn't really go out here. There's not really too many gens or anything like out here, but I think this is actually working in your favor, so what do I know?
Okay, well.
My heart breaks for
work.
you. It's okay. You scared her, she scared you. It works back and forth.
Yeah, it works out.
Okay, good down. Good work.
Breaking things behind me.
And there's that good barbecue info. There's 2 people over there. Deadlock doing the Lord's work.
I think I'm not going to go for stealth here.
I think that's the right play. You might end up losing people. Let's see how this works out.
Nah.
Not too shabby.
Play around this pallet.
Now on this one, I might rotate this the other direction so that if they throw it, they're going back towards the pallet you just broke, if that makes sense.
There.
Ooh, they're greedy. Good hit. Good job.
Oh.
No respect in this house. And see, now you're pushing them back to where you've already broken a pallet. You're pushing them back towards gens. Like, there you go. That's really good.
I'm not going to worry about the gen a whole bunch.
Smart. I don't want to give up all your pressure just to maybe kick a gen. Oh,
she is a whole W gamer.
That and because she got the stun, I wonder if she had smash hit.
Maybe.
She was out of there. Good vault from her. It's okay. Maybe get her on a mind game next way through. Oh, okay. Ooh, she's staying the course. Nice.
Let's go.
Perfectly executed mind game. Let's go.
I try to like establish that I'm just gonna keep running through it
So you're trying to set a
early.
like a standard of operation, and then you're like conditioning them, and then like breaking the condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
smart.
So I know people are over there. Okay, get stuck on a car.
That's fine. So you kind of have a 3-gen behind you, I think, which isn't too shabby. Yeah, it's a bit wide, but yeah. They keep. I think they
Not
have this one
seeing
99 for
anyone.
future reference, is what I'm thinking they're using that one
I
for.
gotcha.
Oh
Oh,
my golly.
kind of scared me.
Yeah. Sounded like a horse was about to run up on you.
Oh, she went to shack. Okay. Vaulted.
It's to be expected.
Okay.
Good job. You used your ears really well there to figure out where she was. That was really good.
Oh, I could have swung through that.
Yeah, that was a tough call. But you got Shack Pout out of the way. They might be on gens, so she might not be worth it, but...
Fair.
Because, like, at this point, she's running to a spot where there's no pressure, no gens, you know?
Yeah, I know that they had this one close, so maybe I'll check it real quick. Give it a kick since I already left.
Lupus, that's a bug right now. You can get up on that wagon, but it's tough to do as killer. I have to show you. Maybe at the end of stream I can kind of show you for a second, but it's a current bug right now.
Oh, okay. Hiding behind car.
Yeah. Good hit. Good job. And then Shack Pallet's gone, so this should be a pretty fast
down. He
down.
doesn't have much to use.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have Dead Hard.
Oh, he does, and I saw it too.
Yeah. He just wanted a big ol' hug. Pre-throw, because that pallet's bad. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, typically I wouldn't break this pallet.
Fair.
Because it sucks.
No Ada.
Smart. Okay. Good job.
Well, schmack.
Welcome in, Ronan. How you doing today, friend?
Nope.
We are doing our bootcamp series right now. You looked up for flashlights and they ended up saboing. You might want to drop.
I don't think I
don't know
make
if you make it. Yeah. There you go. Drop and then go after the person on the gen.
Oh, true.
Because they're going to try to pop that in your face. Yeah, see, there you go.
Smart. I like it.
Oh, the deadlock.
And I don't know where she just went.
She just left.
Oh, I just see her.
Yeah, she just bailed.
I'm not gonna make it anywhere with Dwight, so I don't think it's.
Yeah, you'll just use him for bait. It's okay.
Hi, Nia. Not the one I was looking for, but it works.
Yeah.
I think with her staying maybe dead hard.
I always assume Dead Hard, to be honest with you. That's a window, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, good job running this way. If you're not careful, you could accidentally push her into Shaq's window, and that would just be a nightmare, so. Good job.
Oh.
It was a little bit dicey. Yeah, you both got a little stuck. But
yeah.
It's all right.
Probably just go to this hook again.
So they're probably going to pop that far back gen. There's not a lot else going on for them. That's okay.
Oh, hi, Ada.
It's a boon.
Oh. Off that real quick. See if I can cut her off through here, maybe? No, she knows.
It's way too big of a building, yeah. And you're not stealthed up, so she can just hear that you're here still.
That's true.
Generally, I would say kick in this front door, because, yeah, if they hit that vault, then you... Yeah,
true.
It's a whole nightmare. I hate... This map's actually a pretty tough map for killers, so I don't blame you.
Fair enough.
The main building's pretty thick.
The heel in my face messed.
No vault. Ooh, it's very bold.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have walked a little closer to the door, but
yeah.
Oh, she vaulted that really fast. She's gonna leave. That pallet's still up back here. Let's see what you can do with it. Ooh, you called her out on being greedy.
Greaves.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was dirty, and I'm
I
here
didn't
for
think
it.
I was gonna get it.
That's why we swing. Good job.
Oh, I
Flashlights
wasn't
are
sure
always
if she was here. No, she's back here now, though, so she's...
Good job. The little adrenaline. I just saw Dwight as well.
Yeah, I thought I might have seen
You
him.
just saw him holding his med kit in the corner.
Right? See if I can... Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah.
And
see
this
the
is
door
where
not
breaking
being
that
kicked
window
out.
would have been better, yeah, or breaking the door.
Yeah. That's a tough lesson to learn.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's kind of the same as leaving a pallet dropped and never breaking it.
Right.
It's like you kind of learn quickly that's bad practice. Ooh.
I'm gonna just drop that.
Good job.
I knew you were
calling her
camping
out
that.
there. Oh my god.
Get outta
What are you doing?
It's gonna leave the
Pixel,
area
good to see
now.
you. How you doing, man? Thanks. We're actually gonna get that frame changed soon, but I appreciate you, man. How you doing? I see a fellow Ghostface enjoyer.
We love Ghostface.
Can we get a shout out for Pixel? Pixel, how you doing tonight, man? What are you up to? Good job.
The engine
6 hooks,
healed
1
up.
death. That is not shabby at all.
Very good, very good. I'm gonna assume they're probably over here somewhere.
Yeah, they don't really have anywhere else they could be.
No one? Okay.
NJ has the bootcamp work. We post signups every Friday in the Discord where you guys can sign up to be part of the bootcamp for
Cracking
that
out booms,
evening.
I like it.
So the signups are for the same day.
Oh, hi Dwight. Messed up my plans.
Okay. Good solid hit there. Good job.
Now we're... No.
The pebble.
Pesky little pebble, hey.
Good job. Yeah, you kind of want to zone him towards the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for the
He's
dead
got
hard.
dead hard.
Yeah, good job. Nice.
There we go.
It's pretty good. You've...
I wanted to face the wall.
she has Sabo, but so just know where 2 of your hooks are instead of just the 1.
I get so scared.
Oh god, that hook is
There's not
years
even a
away.
hook close.
Yeah.
And she's gonna sabo it.
She'll sabo
Just
the
drop.
Oh, he dies
I'm
to the
sorry.
entity.
Yeah. Good game, everybody.
Void Tier, happy Friday. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm a hop out. V, I appreciate you. I hope you had fun.